It's week 8 of the NFL, and we'll see Zaire Franklin, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Colts and the Saints, all that and more, coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saint, so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The Saints at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they had their 6-game winning streak snapped a week ago, but still is a team that's playing pretty darn well.
Like the old song says, accentuate the positive. I think that's exactly what this team's going to do. If you won 6 in a row, you know you're doing something right in the NFL. So I don't think the word loss is really going to discourage them.
3rd and 5. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give him credit. They took their shot. Nothing on the scoreboard. 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. You look at this Colt defense, and they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time, and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
Takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
What an advantage having a lead guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rice. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. He'll wipe. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Saints 3, Colts 0.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Brings it just past the 15. Able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back.
There he goes, left side. And out across midfield down to the 45. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. On 3rd down, here's Kamara, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Colts. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the 1st half. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Texans out in front as that one is just about to halftime. The Texans trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Chris Moore, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Rashad White, a touchdown run in the victory. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along. Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half
And to bring it your way, let's go back.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Touchdown! A great effort there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Dancing to his left. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Rice. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Rice. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's back to throw. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
Here's second and a yard. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The sound reverberating here at the Dome. This is third down.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
They run. It's Kamara going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Being chased out left.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8, and defensively they'll say you can have that.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. In there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice